Welcome to our comprehensive guide on building tomorrow's economic infrastructure, the role of project financing. In today's rapidly evolving world, the need for robust economic infrastructure is more pressing than ever. From transportation systems to energy plants, economic infrastructure forms the backbone of our society, facilitating commerce, communication, and growth. At the heart of building tomorrow's economic infrastructure lies project financing, a crucial mechanism that enables the realization of complex infrastructure projects. Unlike traditional funding methods, project financing focuses on the project's future cash flows rather than the sponsor's creditworthiness, allowing for the backing of essential public works without exposing involved companies to significant financial risks. In this article, we'll explore the intricacies of economic infrastructure, the role of project financing in its development, and the importance of investing in America's infrastructure for long-term economic prosperity. We'll delve into real-world examples of aging economic infrastructure, from roads and pipelines to the internet, and highlight the economic and social implications of neglecting infrastructure investments. Join us as we navigate through the challenges and opportunities of building tomorrow's economic infrastructure. Together, let's explore how strategic project financing can pave the way for sustainable development, resilience, and prosperity in the 21st century. If you find this information valuable and want to stay updated on the latest insights and strategies in infrastructure development and project financing, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Let's embark on this journey towards building a brighter future for generations to come. Building tomorrow's economic infrastructure, the role of project financing. Project financing loans are crucial for complex infrastructure projects that traditional funding methods may struggle to support. These loans focus on the project's future cash flows rather than the sponsor's creditworthiness, allowing lenders to back essential public works like transportation systems and energy plants without exposing involved companies to significant financial risks. With a complex mix of debt and equity, project financing loans require thorough risk assessment and management, enabling the financing of large-scale projects crucial for economic growth. They are especially vital in sectors where public-private collaboration drives sustainable infrastructure development, strengthening communities and economies. What is economic infrastructure? Economic infrastructure refers to the fundamental physical systems within a business, region, or nation, typically encompassing the provision of public goods or production processes. Examples of infrastructure comprise transportation networks, communication systems, sewage and water facilities, as well as educational institutions. How to find financing for economic infrastructure. Economic infrastructure project financing entails financing significant projects via a consortium of investment partners who receive repayment contingent upon the project's generated cash flow. These investors, referred to as sponsors, frequently comprise financial institutions with a considerable appetite for risk. Another way to receive economic infrastructure project financing is through the state. The state utilizes bonds to obtain immediate funding for projects, repaying investors with interest over time. Two primary types of bonds employed by the state include general obligation bonds and revenue bonds. General obligation bonds are repaid using the state general fund. Why economic infrastructure is important for our economy. Economic infrastructure lays the groundwork for economic activity, but in the United States, investment hasn't kept up, slowing down economic growth and competitiveness. Infrastructure includes structures like roads, transportation, water systems, broadband, and the power grid, all of which are crucial for the economy to work properly. Studies consistently show that investing in these areas helps the economy grow. For example, having sturdy bridges helps goods and people move around efficiently, which is vital for economic activity. Despite this, the U.S. hasn't invested enough in infrastructure. Not investing in infrastructure brings new risks to the economy. Many of our important infrastructure investments were built ages ago and now need upkeep. Even internet is a type of infrastructure that needs continual maintenance and funding. Additionally, climate change is a big concern, and investing in infrastructure is needed to switch to clean energy, support climate-friendly industries, and make the economy stronger against climate-related challenges. Examples of aging economic infrastructure. For thousands of years, governments have put money into basic infrastructure like roads, bridges, and water systems because they know it helps the economy. But in the United States, we're not keeping up. Since the 1960s, the amount the government spends on infrastructure compared to how much the economy makes has dropped by more than 40%. The World Economic Forum now says the U.S. is 13th in the world for how good our infrastructure is overall. There are big examples of our old infrastructure causing problems. In 2007, a bridge in Minneapolis fell down during busy traffic, killing 13 people and hurting 121. In 2015, the water in Flint, Michigan was declared unsafe because it had too much lead in it. And in 2020, when COVID-19 hit, it showed how parallel things can get for businesses and families who don't have access to broadband internet. Our infrastructure also struggles with everyday issues. According to the American Society of Civil Engineers, more than 45,000 of the nation's bridges, equivalent to 1 out of every 14, are in poor condition, and 1 out of every 5 miles of roads are in a similar state. Meanwhile, congestion costs are rising. Many cities in the U.S. experience over 4 hours of traffic congestion each day, leading to travel delays and uncertainty. In 2017, commuters collectively faced nearly $160 billion in costs due to congestion. The effects of congestion extend beyond just productivity. Every year, over 30,000 people lose their lives in traffic accidents on U.S. roads, making motor vehicle crashes the primary cause of death among children. Simple steps like enhancing road safety and investing in suitable infrastructure can significantly reduce these fatalities. Our pipelines, regular infrastructure shortcomings extend to the water system, where millions of people are still served by lead pipes. Replacing these pipes brings significant economic advantages. An analysis by the Minnesota Department of Health revealed that removing the 2 primary sources of lead over 2 decades would yield benefits twice the costs. This would result in enhanced mental sharpness and IQ among the population, leading to higher lifetime productivity, earnings, and value. Exposure to lead has permanent health consequences, and no amount of exposure is considered safe for children. During the COVID-19 pandemic, businesses and families realized the crucial role of broadband internet for business growth, work participation, and schooling. However, millions of Americans still lack access due to high costs or limited availability in their area. Even prior to the pandemic, studies showed that adopting broadband internet in rural regions could bring economic advantages such as higher income growth, more businesses, increased employment, and reduced unemployment growth. Natural disaster preparedness. Hurricane Ida, a Category 4 storm that struck New Orleans in August 2021, highlights the critical importance of resilience and the ongoing necessity for continued investment. Despite the severity of Ida, flooding was relatively limited thanks to a new storm protection system installed by the federal government following Hurricane Katrina's devastating impact, which resulted in a humanitarian crisis and over $100 billion in damages due to failed levees. However, deficiencies in the city's electricity grid resulted in widespread power outages, leaving millions without power and hundreds of thousands in darkness for days. Tragically, at least 9 deaths occurred due to extreme heat during the power outage, with repair costs estimated at over $2 billion. Investing in America's infrastructure has the power to enhance long-term productivity and foster widespread economic growth, benefiting communities nationwide. Crucially, these investments can also strengthen climate resilience and alleviate inflationary pressures. With outdated infrastructure from the 20th century, the nation cannot prosper in the 21st century. The time to make these investments is now. Contact us today for more information.